Welcome to Ripto. I'm Christian and today I've got another NFT for you that looks like it's set to make insane gains. Now this token has pumped over the last couple of days and we're going to look at what is all the hype about My DeFi Pet. So we're going to, as usual, dive straight into the website, the tokenomics, what the team are saying about the token. Also, we're going to take a look at the socials and that all important, in my opinion, price chart to let us know to see what the price is saying about My DeFi Pet. So if that excites you and you want to know more about this insane NFT, stay tuned and let's get into it. Now we're going to jump straight into CoinMarketCap and see what the percentages are talking on My DeFi Pet. And as you can see here, the actual volume in the last 24 hours is up a staggering 228%. So this is absolutely crazy gain. So what we're doing here is just giving you a flavor of why a lot of people in the socials and the marketplace are really excited about this. But as you can see from up here, the price action in the last 24 hours has been 118% increase. Now, a lot of you know that invest and look at this channel know that some of the NFTs and especially the alt tokens and coins are not doing that great at the moment. We're sort of in a stalled market and a sideways trend. So for something to start popping out 118% X is something we get excited about here at Ripto. So we had to dive in and have a look at it and bring it straight to you, our loyal subscribers. So we're just going to jump down and sort of see the volume all of a sudden that's come in for My DeFi Pet. Now you're probably asking, so why has the volume come in? Has it had a hype? Has it had a bit of a pump and dump scenario on it? No, they're just proper marketing their game, and this is an actual gaming token where you can trade the NFT cards, you can create your own kind of characters in gameplay and stuff like that, which we'll get over to in the website in just a moment. But we're just looking at what the price action is and what people are saying and where you can buy this token. If you have a look at here, it's in Wrapped BNB on PancakeSwap. You can get it into Uniswap as well. Anything on here is not financial advice. As you all know, I'm not a financial advisor. This bad boy is just here for your education purposes. Now looking at all this, it's getting a lot of good positive feedback. It's got a supply of about 100 million, which is quite a lot, but you think for a gaming token it's not that much really. And if we have a look at when the all-time low was, if you have a look here, the all-time low was about $1.63 and it shot up to about 3.85 now. But don't worry, we're going to look at that all-important chart price action and see if it's justified and where this price is going to go on My DeFi Pet. Because as some of you know, we called a lot of early tokens on here and some of them have pumped and some of them have probably gone up a little bit. So this probably is definitely one to watch. So now jumping into My DeFi Pet's website, as you can imagine, being a gaming token, it's got a lot of gaming information on there. It gives you a brief description about what My DeFi Pet is. It says My DeFi Pet is a virtual pet game that combines the DeFi, collectibles and your own personality. So remember we said that you've got the DeFi collectibles in there, your characters, and you can sort of create them as you please to your trend. So My DeFi Pet is operated and supported by a network including Binance Smart Chain and KardiaChain. The KardiaChain and Binance have obviously taken this on board, so it's got a good backing. Now if you look at just for the investors that are watching this, if you look at the investors and backers, it's got quite a lot on there that are believing in this token. It's got some good partners. If you have a look at this, some of you don't know these companies, you can easily Google them and see if they're like tangible and indeed reputable backers. And we like the twist that it's taken here. It's got the team behind it, the Tommy Lee, the Lean Tai and stuff like that, and they've named their characters. But it's still, for me, it's still good that the team are putting themselves behind it, giving you a bit of information who they are and how they're backing this game, which is good to see, especially if you're looking to invest into anything. You always want to see if there's a bit of a team behind it. So here we go, the tokenomics. Now the tokenomics are not broken down into that fine of a detail. Unfortunately for My DeFi Pet, when we look at tokenomics, especially on Ripto, we like to see what percentages are divvied up, if there's lock liquidity, if they're holding back how much for marketing, for the dev team, for the wallets, liquidity on exchange, etc., and stuff like that, if they're thinking of going and putting themselves on like an exchange or purely for pancake swap. But it does give you a little bit of information about here, you know, the governance, the in-game currency, the staking, and the play to earn, which is cemented a bit more in their detailed white paper. Now, I've read through this, so we don't have to bore you too much on the channels, but the white paper is heavily built around gameplay. So it does an introduction about what the game is, and it does a lot on the gameplay. You can see it's a pretty cool white paper looking at it. They've gone to details with a lot of graphics and etc. Now it does tell you a lot about what actually the game is, but unfortunately it doesn't say a great deal on there, and I have read this, about what the business side of it is. So, you know, I was looking down here, and we're going to scroll right down quickly. It's got a bit about the technology behind it, etc. Tells you about the risk with a disclaimer, and then bang, we get to thank you. There's no real percentages, there's no real, you just let down a little bit by not being transparent with the, if there's any tokens being burned, if the what's sort of going on. We'd like to see a roadmap of what's going to be the future for this. Are they planning marketing? Are they planning socials, etc. like that? They're just missing that little bit of transparency for investor purposes, and they look like they're focused a lot on the development and selling it to the gameplay. Now, as you know, it's pretty difficult for NFT or a gameplay token to come to market, because they have to have the fundamentals right, the development right, and the gameplay enjoyable for people to get on board. But they also have to have the business side, the tokenomics, the technicals and stuff like that right, with percentages and transparency for the investor side of the market. Now, obviously, I have to go on facts and stats. I've got no affiliation with My DeFi Pet. I'm not being paid to do this video, so we can give you raw, honest information. And the fact is that they've let themselves down on the investment and business side of it, and focused, in my opinion, too much on the gameplay and the technical jargon of the NFT swappables, which is not in effect that bad when we can have people like me that will go into the price action, and I'll give you what I think the price action is wise. But we need a bit more transparency, or we definitely need it a lot easier to find, of where is the percentages of stuff that they're splitting up their tokens for. Because as you know, we like the tokenomics on Ripto, but we like a bit more transparency. You see here, become part of the thing. It says what you can do. You can stake, you can play to earn, the governance, vote for new features, the game earn special rewards, what you can do, in-game currency, again, what you could do, but it doesn't say what they can do for you, what they're doing with their tokens and liquidity. So just a little bit of letdown there for me. The white paper is pretty cool graphics wise, but information, again, not that great. So now jumping into their social. Now, they must have spent a bit of money on marketing, because they've managed to pull in 42.5 thousand Twitters followers, and that to me is a good achievement. And this is backed up by the kind of attitude of people engaging and interacting on their tweets. You can see there's a lot of people getting involved, and they are posting a lot of information out there. I feel I have to bring your attention to a little matter that they've tweeted here, and they've retweeted. There was they say a token accident or something that happened, that they had an exploit and the losses were 8 million. But it said My DeFi Pet is one of the best recovery rates, the second best recovery rate actually, at 620%. So for me, I have to be fair to the token, and I don't think that's anything to be alarmed or worried about. But obviously, if you're investing, you want to know these things, and the fact that they're putting it on their socials and they're being transparent about it is a big plus and a thumbs up for me. Now, I know a lot of you that watch this channel know that there's a lot of videos, a lot of YouTubers out there that will talk, they'll just read the website, read the socials, but This is about new people coming to Crypto Ripto to look to see how they get information new in the crypto space, and we're all in crypto to invest, try and make a better lives for ourselves and try and make money, right? So this is why we have to look at everything. We have to be transparent. I feel a responsibility and duty to my viewers and subscribers that we need to be as transparent as we can. Things like this need to be called out, and the fact that they're doing it themselves is an absolute bonus. But we also have to look at the risks in price action, and we're not shilling any coins here, we're not shilling any tokens. We're just making sure that everyone, as we always say, trade smart, trade safe, and we don't get wrecked. So with that boring bit of waffle out the way, we're just going to jump over to another one of their socials, which is a Reddit. I'm sure all of you have heard about this, and they've got a 1.5k member following, and people are active on there. So if you want to know some information, if you go over there, you currently cannot remove pets. They'll tell you a little bit about the gameplay. It's like a little community. If you're looking to get involved from a gameplay aspect, you can jump over to there and share ideas with like-minded individuals of yourself. And last but not least, the most important bit, in my opinion, I mean, you can leave a comment below. Also, slap that like button, smash that subscribe bar, and tickle that bell notification. And please, as it helps the channel, supports the channel, and will bring into you that all-important price action. Now, it's no surprising that as we're covering this, and I'm bringing this straight to the people on the channel, that it has had a lot of volume in the last kind of 24 hours, where people are really buying this token to get on the back of it. Now, obviously, as you know, you need the token in the gameplay. So there was no announcements on their socials that they've got a tournament or anything like that coming up. Real feeling like that, other than people must have thought they want to really back this token. And it is still rising as we speak, because now the price is at $5. So it's had some massive momentum gains. Now, with it being in a high dollar rated, we can say from yesterday, if you was backing this token, you would have seen a percentage at the moment of 169 at the all-time high. We'll move this down. You would have seen 185%, which is mammoth. You know, these tokens, like I say, with the tokens at the moment, with the way the crypto market is, this is insane gains. It's sick. It's like, this is what we're in crypto for, to find these hidden gems, back the project, back the fundamentals if we think they're right. If we really think they're right, then we'll invest our money and then we'll make the gains. And if you're backing from here, you see where it had this big sell-off and then the big buy. And these are block orders. Those that watch my channels know that I'm quite a technical analysis person, been doing it for a lot of years now, and when you see things like this, it's a mass sell-off. So this would be a wallet holder or whale or something like this, add a mass sell-off, and then obviously people know that have been watching this token, this was way too low a price and it got brought back up straight away. But can you imagine if you was watching this token at the time and you brought all the way down there and you were selling out today at 1,176%? So that is nearly a 12x. So that would have been 100 to 1200 or 1000 to 12,000. Just giving you some basic maths, because very basic. Which is phenomenal. You know, 12x's in a market that's going sideways, where people are calling out there on YouTube, crypto's dead, no point, I'm losing money, I'm things. If you want to be a smart investor, look at the whole crypto, open your eyes, let's be broad into it. Watch these cool channels that do all the research for you, that dive into these tokenomics, find these hidden gems. They don't just say 1000x, 100x, etc. on the title. They actually, not many of them show price action where you can see, yes, the token has done that, you know, facts and stats. So we're looking into the price chart here, and we can see we had almost a 12x, which is phenomenal, since the last 4 days. So, you know what I mean? That's like 5 times your money a day. So it's, you know, it's a good one to watch for these projects. And it did take a steady incline up. So it's not just a pump and a dump. Now, a lot of people will look at this and there may be a little bit of a retrace here, but I'm not expecting it to be a dump on this one. But we'll watch the charts. We'll see where the bottom lies. Again, not financial advice. Look to see if we get a retracement around about this nice support area, and I can imagine you'll see a big strong buy up area here. So I can take a breath. I hope you get a sense of humor on this channel. With that being said and done, we'll just do a quick roundup as we always do. So we went market cap on the price action. It was a market cap increase by 128%. We went through the website and there was a lot of information about the gameplay on there, but the tokenomics were lacking and there's no transparency on what the actual token percentage is. The socials are looking quite healthy and they are being transparent on there. So if you're looking at this token, please follow their socials because that will give you the best information, because they look like they're being transparent. And we looked at that all important price action, and as we've seen for itself, it was a nice healthy pump that we're looking for, a retracement back down to the 3.38 mark is one to watch, and maybe that would be a great dollar cost average entry point for all the Ripto fans. Again, not financial advice, education of what I would do, but I like to trade smart, trade safe, and don't get ripped.